What's cracking? Y'all know what it is. I am your girl Kim from Cali. This is motherfucking Friday. Y'all know what that means. It is Freaky Friday. We about to get it extra popping. Listen, I am on location. When I mean on location, I am out of town. We about to get it oh so popping. Like I'm about to arrive to a whole party. Y'all just wait. I'm waiting for my co-host to join me, and you know what we about to do. We about to make it do what it do. Woo! So, listen, like I said, the camera might be moving a little bit because we on our way to where we going, because y'all know, like I know that niggas ain't never on time. So, just bear with me. Oh, I see you.
What's happening?
Hello. What's going on, sir?
What's good? What's good?
Everybody, y'all know this. Y'all say hello to my co-host.
Light too bright? I think you froze.
Okay. Yeah. This is happy Friday. All right, y'all. So, what's going on, sir? How are you this Friday?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. We can hear you, but do me a favor and turn your phone up just a little bit where you turn that fan off for me, please.
You said turn off the who?
No, I wasn't talking to you. All right. I'm trying to keep the phone in a steady situation. You got some folks out there saying hi to you, sir.
I see him. What's happening, Trey? What's going on with you, man?
Look, been on the show, not even, you know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to get no fans. I don't need all that. Get yourself together, sir. Hey, niece, I see you.
You know I love the people to love me.
That's the type of shit I'm talking about. So, how is your Friday going? Oh.
It's going good. Good. How you doing out there in OKC?
You know what? It's not bad. It's hot than a motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you that. Like when I say hot, it's hot. It's humid hot. Bitch can't keep, man, listen. I didn't flat iron this hair right here like 5 times today. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna need my cousin to love me and stop slamming all the doors. Okay. You see how they do me? Hello. And did she answer the phone? Did she really answer the phone? Yeah. She hella answered the phone. She already know I'm flaming in a whole couple of seconds. Okay, I'll see you. Yes. Niggas don't care. They don't. Niggas hella don't.
Yeah, I can now.
Are we there?
Yep.
Okay, so. So we're just wait.
We just chilling.
We're just gonna wait.
Chilling. Yeah, I got your little pineapple. I got some dark day.
Yeah.
Crowns. I got crowns. I got absolute. I
Good
got.
to see you too, Trey. What's up, JC? Say what's up to everybody.
I see.
She is a whole nigga. You correct. She a nigga.
It's whole conversation though. You gonna have a whole conversation? She gonna have a whole conversation. that's okay, because when she watched the show and she realized her whole conversation is on the show, just know that I had
Yeah, we
said,
know our business.
are we gonna have a whole conversation?
We gonna talk about her phone call.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you. I'm sorry I had to answer that phone. I was not winning against all of that.
We ain't taking no hot chances type shit. Understood. Hey y'all, I see y'all up there. So tell me, Trouble, you know what our topic is tonight, right? We are definitely talking sex communication. I feel like if you really can't communicate about the kind of sex you like, you really probably shouldn't be having no sex. Like real spit, if you can't sit down and talk to the person that you are being intimate with and tell them your likes and your don't likes, and you know it ain't no problems, maybe y'all shouldn't be having sex. And I'm not just talking about, like basics. Like, I need to know what kind of porn you like. And I mean, I need to get in detail, because maybe it's something on TV that a bitch is doing that I can learn how to do too. That's all I'm saying. I want to know exactly what kind of head you like. I want to be able to have those conversations, but I also want to be comfortable enough to be like, I'm a freak, right? And sometimes you can choke me. I'm just saying, we might need to say word. I want to be able to say shit like that and it be okay. I really feel like sex communication is very, very important.
It's very important. Because I mean, it's again, like you said, if you can't communicate with the person you're having sex with, then it's useless. There's no reason to continue to have sex.
Can't
You
hear
should be
you,
able to
sir.
talk.
You're looking down and you're not talking very loud.
On my bad.
I see you
So
trying to
I
roll
figure
the
like
blunt.
you should be able to have a conversation with the person you're having sex with. You got to be able to, because if you can't have conversations with that person off of that kind of conversation, then everything else in your relationship is really going to be off balance. Because in the back of both of y'all's mind, there's going to be something off, and with no communication, you're not going to be able to understand that. And
Or you
also,
might be
when you do
wanting
have
it,
a
right?
conversation, say that again.
I think like that kind of leaves that door open, because after so long, you not getting what you want, you might want to go find it somewhere else type shit.
Oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's guaranteed it's going to happen. And it's just all comes from miscommunication. It's like if you're not satisfied and you can't tell your partner that you're not satisfied, and they're not willing to do whatever it takes or find a way to make you satisfied, then it's useless. It has to
Okay.
be
So what if
communication.
it
But
is
communication has to
satisfied?
be open on both ends, because you have to be able to. So if I come at you and I say, look, baby, you're not doing A, B, and C right, or to me, it doesn't feel right. But it has to be an open conversation, because the other person on the other end has to also be open to understand and to take that in and to accept
It
how the
doesn't
other person
always have
feels.
to be that you're doing it wrong. I'm saying the sex conversation needs to be the sex conversation. It doesn't,
Yeah, wrong or right. Yeah,
you're not
wrong or
coming
right.
to them and saying you're doing it wrong. You can be coming to them and saying, this is what I like. This is what
Right,
I'm used to. This is
right.
what I tried one time at band camp, and fuck, I
This
liked
is
it.
what I want. Yeah, that has to be. If without the communication, it's going to limit your sexual experience with your partner, and that's just period, point blank. It's going to limit it, because
Right.
it's like I'm not big crazy on getting my dick sucked. That's just that's my personal thing. But if my partner always wants to do that and I don't ever stress that and I just let her do it, I'm really not feeling it. So eventually it's just going to be, I'm not going to be wanting to be bothered with her anymore, because she's doing something that I don't like, versus even if she's doing something that I do like. If I don't communicate that I like it, I might only do it one time.
That type
You
shit.
know what I'm saying? So it has to be an open communication in it, which I could always go back to my shit, because that's what it's really all about. It's about communication. It's about so much communication. Like everybody, Most people think communication is all verbal, but there's also nonverbal communication when it comes to sex. As simple as the rules in the eyes.
Wait, cousin, you can't run off because you know I got some questions.
You froze. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Okay, y'all hold on 1 second. I'm not telling you to stop talking. I just know that it's about to be. Y'all can still hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
You got froze for a second.
Yeah, I think you did
Can you
pause
hear
for a
me?
second. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so question. As a man, right? Do you feel like this conversation should be had?
No, babe. No.
While we're like intimate, about to be intimate, during intimacy, like, you know, right after we have had sex, should we be laying up, pillow talking, and I'd be like, you know what, babe, I like that thing you do, and I think that you should do it more often. Or, I had seen you sing on the porno one time, and I think I might want to try that.
Trying to transport.
Yeah.
I think that we always have this.
Is a good time. I think pillow talk is the best time because it's always, both people are very vulnerable during pillow talk.
Okay.
And you're also open at the same time. So I think that, to me, pillow talk would be the best time to talk about stuff like that. Now, if there's something that you don't like, then I don't think it should be for pillow talk. I think that should be like sit down, like, look, babe, whoop-de-bam-de bam. But when it comes to, I would like for you to do more of this, or I would rather you do that, that kind of conversation, if that makes sense, that conversation would be better for pillow talk.
Do you think when it comes to this, that it's more likely that a man or a woman will want to have this conversation?
You said which would rather have the conversation?
I mean, like, who do you think is more open? Because I kind of feel like men are okay with saying things like, yeah, suck my dick. I think men are okay with saying things like,
I think it goes both ways. I think it depends on the subject, because, like, if you're telling the man that he's not satisfying you in some kind of way, or you want him to do this and you don't want him to do that, sometimes most men is gonna let it. You froze again. It'd be like if you tell your girl that she doesn't ride you enough, or baby, I like when you bounce on it, but I don't like when you scoop. That might turn into a conversation. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but from my experience, some females is gonna take that in a bad way. Also, nigga, what bitch you been fucking like that? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, baby, I like it when you bounce on it. I don't like it when you scoot on it.
okay, so we get a really bad rap when it comes to that type of shit. Like, I can't really say we all react like that. Okay, like, I can say things like, I know you're not supposed to come home just doing new moves. Like, you ain't supposed to do that, because niggas gonna be like, where'd you learn that? However, I always believe it's how you say shit. And you should be able to say anything if you can
But see,
say it in the right way. If it's not,
with that what you just said, niggas got to stop being so closed-minded and open your mind. Because females got all kinds of shit they can go learn some new shit from. Y'all got fucking, they got riding dick classes. Your girl might go take a dick riding class and learn how to ride dick spectacularly, and she didn't know how to yesterday.
that
And
type
then your
shit.
first thought is, you been fucking somebody else. Wouldn't know that's not the case. She wouldn't got, you know what I'm saying? Or your pussy wasn't this tight yesterday. What the fuck you been doing? Type shit. Like, no, nigga, she been using a
Got
yoni
that
ring or some
yachty
shit. You know what I'm saying?
cleanse. Ow.
Like, you just gotta be open-minded, especially in a relationship where you can't have one without the trust. So you got to have the trust to begin with. And you can't like bring up no past issues that you've had and none of that shit, because it's just all going. You have to be completely open-minded and completely open for communication and completely able to experience different things together. You know what I'm saying? To learn how to satisfy each other. Then that way, when these conversations do come up, they come up a lot easier than they would if we didn't go take that tantra class together, baby. Now I understand you more, so now I'm able to talk to you. Simple shit like that, instead of us in the house and we arguing about something that's just too simple. We don't have to be arguing about the sexual positions that we like and
The
don't like.
sexual positions. So, do you think that sex arguments are more because, it's like, I need more sex, and somebody is saying, I don't want to have that much sex? Or is it, I don't want to have that kind of sex? Or is it, we not having enough sex? What do you think
It could
is
be
the
any
most
of
common
those.
argument?
I think it could be any of those, which all of them can be. Again, they can all be, it's a simple solution to all that. Like if your partner is wanting more sex or not getting, or getting too much sex, or they want to slow down on certain stuff, it should be all open communication. And like I said, the other person should be able to accept that. Okay, baby, I hear you saying that you don't want to just have sex on Thursdays and Tuesdays. You want to have sex on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
That
I
type.
mean, it's too simple. Like, to me, an argument about sex, there's a deeper issue behind it. It's not just the sex that's the problem. It's just the sex that's making it into an argument. And now I have something to fuss about type shit. That's what I think it comes from. Now, it shouldn't be an argument, because I mean, like, if you're in a relationship with somebody and y'all building trust, y'all building a life together, sex is just a simple part. You get what I'm saying? Like, if the communication is there and we both exploring different ideas in different ways together, and we're educating ourselves more on it, then that should be the least of our worries.
Right.
But when it does happen, we should be able to make it that when it does happen, that it's the greatest thing that we've had. Even though we've had sex 6 times this week, each time was just as great as the last time. That's where you should be at in a relationship.
Now, speaking of that, okay, that is something that we talked about a couple of weeks ago about, we were telling people some new things that they haven't learned. And I know that this is something that you have been studying. So when we're talking also about sex communication, I want to be clear that I'm not just talking about verbal communication. Okay? When we're talking intimacy, we're not just talking sex, and I'm talking, we can all fuck and we got quickies, and there's a lot of shit that can happen in a relationship. Right now, though, I'm talking communication through intimacy, which is something that I know that you've been working on. This also, I feel like, is important because we like becoming in tune with someone. Like, you have to mentally communicate. Like your energy has to be on the same level to have that type of connection.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us a little bit about how we can possibly, because at the end of the day, not everybody is verbal, right?
Yeah.
And we can sit here and we can tell people that it is healthy to have a sex conversation. It is very healthy. It, stops resentment. It stops curiosity. It can cure a lot with just being able to communicate. However, not everybody's going to be able to do it. They still have the reservation of it's not going to work out right. She going to say this, he going to say that, she going to think this, he going to think that. So if we can't verbally communicate, I want to also talk to them about how we can mentally communicate, how we can get on some other levels. And then maybe if we're mentally there, maybe if we are on a spiritual level, maybe the communication will come a little easier.
That's what I feel like. So, in order to have that kind of connection with somebody, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? Let me start off by saying I don't, I know everybody has their own beliefs. But to me, spirituality is way above and beyond anything else. And to be able to connect with somebody on that kind of level, to connect with energies, to connect spiritually, there's no limit to what the conversations can be without us having an understanding. Because first you have to love yourself. Me loving me makes it easier for me to love everything about who I'm dealing with. You get what I'm saying? Because I love me, they're going to love me because they see that I love me how I do, and I treat me how I want to be treated. I'll treat you how you want to be treated.
Right.
So when we connect on that spiritual, or that our energies connect, like there's nothing I can say that'll be offensive to you once we have that connection. Does that make sense?
Wow.
Because
Now
it's like,
that is, yeah.
because it's not just about me, even though, you know what I'm saying, loving yourself, you could call it selfish if you want to, but it's more selfless. And sexually, like being able to explore and learn about sexual and how sexuality and spirituality coincide together. Um, I mean, it simplifies that conversation. It simplifies
Hmm.
it a lot,
Okay.
because when we do have that moment, it's not just about me, because I'm also thinking about you. But well, I'm a pleaser anyway, so that's just from jump. So add the spirituality to that shit, and you just get some woo gossip. But I'm just saying, it just what you said, what you say will matter and to make a difference. So we could sit down and have that conversation, that this or that or whatever is happening, and we'll be able to understand each other, because like it'd be like, okay, well, if that's not making you happy and you're a part of me, then I'm not happy now. So we have to come together and fix
Hold
that.
that thought.
I see you went to blackout.
Okay. Can you still hear me though? Okay, because you got a little
Yes, I
low,
can.
so I
I
want to
can.
make sure.
I can.
Okay.
And because it does, like you said, it makes it, you become in tune with each other. First, you become in tune with yourself, and when you're in a relationship, you're in tune with your partner. So again, the communication is simple, because there's no conversation that we can't have that won't go out of line, because it's really just being grown up and being able to accept another person's opinion on how they feel and not take it personal. You should never take anything that anybody says personal. Before we even go to spirituality, we'll just start there. Don't take it personal. This is how they feel, and they have a right to feel how they feel. So you start there, and you have to accept that. Whether or not it might hurt your feelings, don't think about yourself. Don't take it personal. This is
That's
their
the hard
feelings.
part.
That is a
being
hard part.
human.
So you have to
And
take yourself out of it. You have to get
right,
yourself
that
out of the
it's
way of that
way
conversation.
easier said than done.
It is. So it's that's where meditation. See, meditation helps you to be able to do that easier. To be in control of your emotions. Because a lot of black people, we're not in control of our emotions. That's real shit. You have to be in control of your emotions. You can't let everything that everybody says or do to you be personal. You can't take it personal because the nigga across the street was yelling, fuck you, and spinning around, he might be having a mental day. Even though the nigga in you wants to go across the street and beat his ass, you can't take it personal. He's having a bad day. That's how he feels. That's where we was talking about the words used as or curses or spells. This nigga said, what's the subject?
Sex communication.
Being able to
And how
communicate with your
important it
partner
is
about your
to
sexual
be able to
desires,
communicate.
needs.
Please tell me that y'all can hear us pretty well because I can
Can you
barely
hear us?
hear.
Can you hear me? I gotta talk loud. I gotta move the
As
phone.
good as
I'm
this
smoking and
conversation
drinking.
is. For us to have to end it because I can't hear you.
I had some notes and stuff. You probably need to be off. That's okay.
Okay, great. That's what's up.
You get me?
That's a good thing. I thought you was coming back.
Yes, we hear fine. Okay.
I'm so sorry. I bet.
Oh, he got jokes.
How's it going?
Hey, what's happening? Who's that?
Say hi.
Hey, now.
That's hyphen. Okay. So y'all see they in there getting extra lit, extra toasted, playing reasons what they old asses talking about.
Hold on, I couldn't hear that last part. What'd you say?
Hennessy.
Oh,
So,
Hennessy. Hennessy's a whole problem.
yeah. So when it comes to intimate conversation, right? No, you're fine. You didn't stop the conversation. When it
You ain't
comes
stopping
to
nothing.
intimate conversation, right? You're saying that if you can get on a level where you're not offended, you're on a level where you're trusting that the person is saying this out of love. And see, I I I feel like that comes with steps. Like I have to trust you. And it can't be said in a malice way. It can't be, you know, like I said, that's a very touchy, hard to get to place. Because,
It is.
you know, like you said, no one ever wants to hear something that they're doing wrong. So I think that it can't just be, you know, this is not what you're doing. I feel like it has to come with, I love this. I really like this. Maybe we can work on that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
hey, when you do that other thing, that's right. But like, I don't think that anyone especially when we're trying to be intimate, like you don't want to just come and be like, okay, because you don't know how to do nothing. Like you can't say you don't throw your ass back, like none of this happens. But you know, how do you say you suck at
It has to come out of love. I mean, if you care about that person, if you give a fuck about that person, it has to come out of love. It has to. If you really care about that person, if that's who you want to be with and you want it to work, then it has to come out of love. If it comes any other way than out of love, then I don't see why it should continue. Especially if it's that much there, then there's a lot other stuff that's gonna come involved with that. Does that make sense? If all human beings know that being satisfied sexually in a relationship, it's a big part of the relationship. It's a real big part of it. And if your partner is not satisfying you, then there's I don't want to say this. If it's not coming out of love, it's a waste of time. That's the best way I can say it, that I want to say it. I don't want to be too hard.
Somebody said, nah, the sex ain't good, it ain't gonna work.
It ain't.
You see,
that's
a big
what
part we're talking about right now.
That's a big part of it. So I mean, if y'all are not willing to, I mean, there's things that can be done, but I mean,
and what's
everybody wants somebody that's at least on their same level.
What's not good sex?
What's not good sex? When a female just lays there and lets you do all the work. That's bad. She can have the best pussy in the world, but if she ain't throwing that motherfucker back, or she ain't riding it sometime, or I mean, it's simple shit like that. If she just lays there and lets me do all the work, that's not good sex. Pussy could be the best pussy in the world, but that's not good sex.
So what's good sex?
When we're both involved, whether I'm on top and she's on the bottom, or whether she's on top and I'm on the bottom, when we're both involved.
So
when
lots of interchange.
Yeah. So I mean, even when, like, even if I'm eating your pussy, I'm not just doing that for you. I'm not just eating my girl's pussy for her. That's for me too. I'm getting satisfied off of that as well. So that's the kind of connection it has to be. Even if I'm getting my dick sucked, it's not just for me. It should be also for her, because she likes to do it, because she likes to please me, and she's getting off to it. That excites her. Like it excites me when I got a girlfriend and I eat her pussy. That excites me to be like, baby, I'm about to come home. I'm about to come eat the fuck out that pussy. Nigga. I'm on my way. My dick is hard. Thinking about eating some pussy. That's just because it's about both of us being pleased. If we have that connection, if we're on that level, it's no longer about you or me. It's about us. Even in the sexual moment, the financial moment, the emotions, even our emotions are one. Because if I'm mad, I wake up mad, you're going to be mad because I'm mad. You get what I'm saying? So those emotions also go along with it too, with the sexual energy. Man, I'm like, the single shit be bullshit. Huh? What did I say?
It says we should both be turned on no matter what we're doing.
Exactly. 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 I don't want this cigarette. I want the motherfucking.
And listen, I'm so mad because I can't put my phone down to even put no fucking weed in my mouth. Type shit. Woo. Okay.
Oh, I did it.
So, let's see. What? When I say, when he says we should be turned on no matter what we're doing, I'm talking, I love that because I'm the type of girl that I love to vibe. Like, if we can vibe, like, man, listen, we can be in the car and we listen to music and we ain't even got to talk or nothing. Like, regular. That's of shit, for me, is sexy. That type of shit is attractive to me. Just having that vibe, just, you know what I'm saying, sitting, rolling a blunt, playing a game, just driving, all of that is, I feel like, communicating without verbally communicating.
You know what that is? I'm gonna tell you exactly what that is. That's foreplay.
High five on the backhand side. Say it again for the boys in the back. One
That's
time,
fucking
sir.
foreplay. That's exactly what foreplay is. It's the simple shit that we look over. That's foreplay. The shit that when you don't look over it, when you're on that level with somebody, that's foreplay. That's getting you ready. It's like it's
Right. Well, I think that the best part of being in a community, the best part of being in a community is the foreplay. We talked about that last week when we said how it starts, like all day long. How it starts with, you know, I'm thinking about it. Starts with a kiss goodbye, like, and when you kiss goodbye, you rub it on the head, and, you know what I'm saying, or you know, gently rub across it, you know how we do. All of that considered foreplay. Just simple text message like I'm thinking about you, I can't wait to see you. But now we're back on verbal communication, which, again, I'm saying isn't as hard as we always think it is. When we talk about saying things like, I want to say, I want more of this, or I want less of this, or I'm not happy about this, or I'm really happy about that, it becomes complicated. But when you say foreplay starts with vibing, foreplay starts with, you know what I'm saying, breakfast in the morning, coffee in the morning, rolling a blunt, having a blunt roll, taking a, like, all of those things, you're communicating. Your energy is letting each other know that you're in the right space. This could possibly be where I'm supposed to be.
Let me give you a scientific fact. You might have to Google it because my numbers might be a little off, but I believe it's like 83 to 85% of all
Oh, I don't have no
communication
more light.
is nonverbal.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. All right.
Okay, so it's a scientific fact. It's over 80% of all communication is nonverbal, meaning that's only like 20 to 15% of all communication is actually words, or it should be.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on, I got a problem. Get your ass out of there. Go in your room. Turn off the goddamn light. I'm sorry. I should have put this on mute.
Oh, I know these niggas didn't know how to take my lighter with them. Well, that's really gonna cause some problems. See, I'll tell you about black people.
We're gonna have to get you one of these. I'm gonna get you one of these. That way can't nobody steal your shit, because can't nobody get confused that it ain't
Yeah,
yours.
and I needed to say coffee and blood at one time for the one time.
I'm gonna hook you up. I got you.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you some fuel too.
Hold on. These niggas really got more. All right. I'm not sure. That's a light one off of the very last time. So before I get turned to piss off and lose my mind,
I can't hear you. You went out.
she's probably what?
Oh, hell no.
Y'all in these comments are killing me. Listen, I want to thank my co-host tonight. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pick this up next Friday, right when we left off. Same bad time, same bad channel. Y'all know what it is. It is Freaky Friday. We come in here to get all help. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just time to get freaky. We want y'all to get intimate. We want y'all to get close and understand that, you know, to be freaky comes with a lot. It's not just, you know, wearing something. It's not just bending over. It's not just getting tied up. It's a combination of so much more. And
So
I
much
think
more.
with the help of my co-host, I think we're gonna learn y'all something. We got nice little spirits coming up for y'all, so y'all stick with us. Y'all come back and holler at us. I promise my light will be better. It might be the same ratchet, but we're gonna be out of here. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you coming and joining us this evening. You have a great night. Don't get too freaky out there. You understand what I'm saying?
Already.
I'm gonna be good. That's it. I'm good. I'm good. I'm going in. I'm having some drinks. We got to play some games. They got something called a blowjob drink. I think I'm about to go find out what that's about. Y'all have a good night. Y'all know what it
Already.
is. I am your girl, Kim from Cali. This is another wonderful edition of Freaky Friday. If y'all like the show, do me a favor. Go ahead and like it, share it, comment. You know, we'll come back and holler at y'all. We're going to be over on YouTube soon. This probably is our last couple of shows here on Facebook. So if you missed this one, you know we everywhere. We on Anchor, we on Spotify, we on Google, we on Apple Music. I said it. That's what I said. We're not taking it back. I don't have my lighter. Somebody stole it. That type of shit. Have a good night, sir. Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all here.
Already.
Same bad time, same bad channel. We out of here. Good night.